These are a few slides I put together about an application I developed using node.js and MySQL, just a two-table database, interacting with it. That's my name and the name of the module I'm doing in the lecture, the course. To set up the database, I use scripts to set up two tables, and then inserted some data into the users, inserted some data into the books, started the server, couple of commands to use it. You have to do npm install, then an npm install sync MySQL, and then an npm start to use the node software. Shows the contents of the tables, the two tables. That's where when you navigate to localhost, it starts at index. Index.js is where it's defined what happens when the user interacts with the web page. You have two types of responses, get and post. Get is what happens when the user is presented with the page, and post is what happens to the data after the user interacts with the page, calling the render method. Index EGS is the first page the user sees when he navigates to localhost. That's the directory view of the application. Most of the files are in views, but index contains index.js and user.js. I have a connection details file because the password on my database will be different to password another person would have. They'd need to change the password in that file to get it to work. And the only other file I altered was app.js, which is stored in the main express directory. That's what the directory looks like in the Atom text editor. You navigate to localhost, you can see a list of the books that are in there. That's because that page is called index. Add a book. I chose to add James Joyce. You can see that it's added to the database there, and it's refreshed at localhost as well. I couldn't get the update function working properly. I thought I had it working a couple of days ago, but I ended up just giving up on it. What I attempted to do was change the name of that book from Everyone to Kill Everyone, which is actually what the book is called, but couldn't get it to work. I was able to get delete to work. Delete. You had a choice of books to delete. In this case, I chose to delete Sally Rooney's famous book. And what happened there? It was deleted. I was able to add a new, when I switched to users, I was able to add a new user. You can see Nick Lamar's there at the bottom, and there. I was able to update, change my friend Jason's address to I also changed Hugh Byrne to be a programmer. He's there as a metal fabricator. Now, I wasn't initially able to delete it. I didn't get a satisfactory way around this, but I did find a way around it, which I decided to put into the presentation. I was able to restart the server and execute this script here. I found it at, I modified it from what was at Stack Overflow. But I think when I was defining the table in the first place, I think probably would have been better just to put that last line of the code in when you're talking about the foreign key, because I think that would have done in the situation. Restart the server. The delete is successful. Also, Hugh Byrne's position has changed to programmer.